much be troubled. His tender word I hear, and resting on his goodness, I lose my doubts and fears.
I sing because I'm happy. Wonderful, Johnny. I sing because I'm free. For his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me.
And now it's time for ukulele karaoke with Bob, the part of the show where Bob comes out and sings an ukulele karaoke.
What's going on?
You are doing the ukulele karaoke, no?
No, I'm on a break. This is the Pirates.
They are busy with the rest of the show.
But I don't even know the song.
Your lyrics, monsieur. Bring in the props.
But wait,
You're out of breeze, monsieur.
Hold on a sec. I'm totally unprepared to do a solo.
Your backup singers?
What? Isn't that the...
Oui, they are the Wiggly Turtle Tubies.
The Wiggly Turtle Tubies. They look taller on TV.
So do you, Tomato.
But really, this is Larry's gig. I can't just...
The show must go on, monsieur. Quick, that is your cue. Just follow along, you will be fine.
Lance and Turtle, aloha Lance. Lance and Turtle, dance, dance, dance. Lance and Turtle, aloha Lance. Lance and Turtle, dance, dance, dance.
Well, I keep a little turtle at my uncle and my aunt's. My Annie's name is Myrtle, and my island turtle's name is Lance. He doesn't wander far, even if he has a chance. He just plays his ukulele and he does the hula dance. What?
Lance and Turtle, aloha Lance. Lance and Turtle, dance, dance, dance. Lance and Turtle, aloha Lance. Lance and Turtle, dance, dance, dance.
He threw a luau barbecue one breezy summer night, invited all his turtle pals to come and have a weeky bite. The turtles started walking there as Lance began to swing. The one that lived across the street arrived there in the spring. Oh, I get it. Turtles are slow, so it took him a long time. That's pretty good.
Lance and Turtle, aloha Lance. Lance and Turtle, dance, dance, dance.
But Lance just kept on cooking. He was grilling full of glee. He was marinating ribs because he likes syrup with his feta cheese. I'm sorry, Lance's purple turtle shell has ketchup, if you please. Pineapples are shiny, spotted tiki bumblebees. Oh, man.
Lance and Turtle, aloha Lance. Lance and Turtle.
Oh, wait a minute. Guys, I don't think this is right. It doesn't make any sense.
It works for us.
But
The song.
there are luscious chocolate fingers spinning slowly in the school. Maleka Likimaka, fluffy bunnies driving in the pool. Larry, 1,000 igloos wax the beach, spray luggage in the tree, raining puppies, flying clown, flossing Puna Hele. Ow! Oh, forget it.
Woohoo! La Paca sneezes coconuts, tahini yo-yo leg, wahini with spaghetti sauce, don't make the fuzzy parrot beg. Paper plastic porcupine, the horsey makes his bed. The huma nuku nuku I wasn't fed.
Lance and Turtle, aloha Lance.
This has been Ukulele Karaoke with Bob. Tune in next time when Bob says...
I'll be in my dressing room.
Dance, dance, dance.
Hit it, boys.
You can trust that God exists. Just open up your eyes. He did it all with no assist. Don't tell me you're surprised. He made the stars,
There's no doubt.
sun and moon,
Gotta shout.
the universe.
Inside out.
Do not doubt he's real, my friend, just because he can't be seen. Like the breeze blowing through the trees, he's working in a frame. Solar system's kinda big, but it fits inside his hand. He cares for you, and so it's true. You can trust the great I am.
Say what?
You can trust the great I am. So what'll it be, Gideon? What kind of a sign do you need before you'll trust God? Do you want time to go backwards, mountains to fall down, talking vegetables to tell Bible stories?
No, I'm thinking I'll lay out a small piece of lamb's wool on the ground. Then, tomorrow morning, if the wool is wet, but the ground around it is dry, I'll know God is in there.
Crazy man!
The world insists that God exists. He's everywhere you look. The rocks cry out, the heavens shout. It's saving in his book. He made the seas,
Yes, sir!
all the trees,
Oak and bird,
birds and bees.
we concur!
He helped your father Abraham and Isaac, Jacob too. Ooh, from Jericho to Bethlehem, and now he's helping you. He'll keep on helping those he calls, from Paul to Billy Graham. So step right up and join, because you can trust the great I am.
No lie!
Put your faith in the great I am.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
So, Gideon, now do you trust that God will do what he says he's gonna do?
Yes, absolutely. After just one more test.
The Midianites are attacking in just 2 more days!
That's why I'm only asking for one more test. This time, make the fleece dry, but everything around it be wet.
Crazy man!
People always want a test. Yeah, they always want a sign. It's good that God's got patience, man, 'cause you're sure testing mine. He made sky,
And oceans blue,
the desert dry.
those islands too.
He can't lie.
You know it's true.
I'm talking about the great I am.
He's talking about the great I am.
Don't you doubt.
Time to shout
Figure out.
what it's all about.
And a stew.
Here's what to do.
God's a friend through thick and thin.
You're safe in any boat he's in.
As sure as the hair on my chinny chin chin. Here's your telegram.
He's got the plan.
When you're in a gym.
Go see the man.
We're out of time.
It's all alright.
You can trust the great I am.
You bet.
Have faith in the great I am.
Big finish.
I'm talking about the great I am. I love it. Did I make my point?
The sword of the
I'm doing great, thanks. It's really great to be here. Thanks for having me. Well, let's see. We went up to Canada to see Niagara Falls. That was a lot of fun. I went up in a hot air balloon, but Bob wouldn't go. And I took my car to get the radiator fixed. As far as the show goes, we've been doing a ton of stuff. We're on Saturday morning TV now on NBC. That's really cool. And on Telemundo also. And then on Fridays, we're on the iNetwork. So we're all over TV. And then we've been working on a big movie, The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything. And that's been awesome. And we just wrapped up our new show, Gideon, Tuba Warrior. I get to play Gideon, and I get to play the tuba. It sure is. Gideon was a great guy that got asked to do something that really seemed impossible. So we tell the story of how he had to defend his country against 30,000 excessively hairy pickles. Yeah, you know what? Tubas are really tough on the lips. I usually only play the theme song, but this time I played throughout the whole movie. It was a real workout, and I love my lips, so I like to take care of them. Yeah, we have a really silly one. It's called 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐿𝐤𝐬 karaoke, but I don't do it. Actually, Bob does it along with the French peas. It's really funny. Well, I had to trust him when I went up in that hot air balloon, and I have to trust him to help me teach great lessons to kids with VeggieTales. You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Goodbye.
Good. Thanks for having me. Oh, they're going really well. Kind of busy. We've been working on a lot of stuff. We're doing a movie. We just have debuted on television. And we just released Gideon, Tuba Warrior. Well, it's a really great story about Gideon, and it's been a while since we've done a Bible story. I think the Ballad of Little Joe was the last thing that we did as a Bible story, so we were really excited to get back to telling a Bible story. And this is the story of Gideon, who was called by God to take on the Midianites. And, you know, we do our veggie twist on them. Sort of he's taking on the excessively hairy Midianites. And Gideon, Tuba Warrior, so with his tubas and flashlights, organizing an army that keeps getting dwindled down by different tests that God gives him in order to prove his faithfulness. And so it's a really fun story. It's got a lot of great music and just fun Bible story to tell. Well, with each Bible story that we tell, we like to really maintain the meaning and the integrity of the story, but we have a lot of fun with, just substitutions, So for instance, we're replacing torches with flashlights and trumpets with tubas. And so, the story plays really very similar as it does in the Bible. We just kind of veggieise it and just have a lot of fun with it. And the main point about trusting God and trusting Him to be faithful and not relying on ourselves really comes through loud and clear, and we just have a lot of fun in the telling. Well, the lesson is about trusting God, and we have the story of Gideon, which is the main title, but we also tell the story of George Mueller, who was a 19th century guy over in Bristol, England, who set up a lot of orphanages for kids by trusting in God. He had no resources on his own, and he fully trusted that God would take care of him and what He had called him to do. And it's a true story, and we've told it in a really fun way. It's always a silly song. Yeah, well, in this episode, the pirates who don't do anything actually take over the countertop. So Larry gets recruited into the pirate trio, and Bob kind of sits it out. So Bob lets him take over the show and tell the stories. And since Larry's dressed up as a pirate, he can't do a silly song. He could do a pirate silly song, but that's already been done. And so Jean-Claude and Philippe actually come out, who they've been waiting in the wings with their own silly song that they wanted to do forever, and it's a perfect opportunity to give it to Bob. And so they've written up this 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐿𝐤𝐬 karaoke that they give to Bob, and Bob tries to pull it off. It's a lot of fun. It hits Christian stores on November 4th, and then it's out everywhere else November 7th. Oh, well, we've been really busy. It's been really exciting. We've been on NBC on Saturday mornings with both VeggieTales and Penguins, so that's been going great. Phil's been writing the new intros for those, so, excuse me, we don't have the regular Bob and Larry countertop. It happens at Bob's house, so Bob and Larry get the letters from the kids at Bob's house, and then they introduce the show. So that's been going really well. That's been a lot of fun. So that's on NBC, Telemundo, and the iNetwork, and we've been working on the pirate movie, The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything. That's going to be out in 2008. Still a lot to do on that, but it's going great, and we're having a lot of fun with it. And then, of course, continuing on with the rest of the VeggieTales releases. So we have Gideon now, and then next year, coming up around Easter time, we have The Lone Stranger, which is a retelling of the story of Moses. So, yeah, we're staying busy, but having a lot of fun, and things are going great. All right. Thank you very much for having me.
Welcome back to the big event.
Hail, mighty man of valor!
Shh! I'm hiding.
I'm a real angel, sent from the Lord above with a message. Frightened human, what kind of sign do you need to prove I am from He who is above all things? I've been sent from the Lord above to tell you that you have been chosen to lead Israel's army against a ferocious enemy.
Wait, I've been chosen to lead an army? I'm not trained in weapons of war. I'm trained on the tuba. How many wars have ever been won by marching information?
He wants you.
I'm afraid of the dark! I thought you were coming to give me a pep talk. A little well done, good and faithful servant. But this is way out of my league.
If you want to hear the Lord say, well done, then you'll have to do what He asks.
I'm not fighting him. There's no way I can defeat an army that large.
It's not your job to defeat him. It's God's. It's your job to trust that He'll do what He says.
Understand, I'm not saying I'll do it. But if I did, I'd need a sign first.
So what'll it be, Gideon? What kind of a sign do you need before you'll trust God? Do you want time to go backwards? Mountains to fall down? Talking vegetables to tell Bible stories?
Hey, guess what? God has chosen me! So let's get going. Join God's army! Get a free flashlight! We have a very big job to do, but together, and with God's help, I'm sure we'll be victorious.
There are still too many.
But we're outnumbered by more than 10 to 1.
Yeah, point.
We will defeat the Midianites with our horns and flashlights.
Flashlights?
Do you ever have a hard time trusting God?
Trust Him, Gideon. He'll never let you down.
Hey, looks like a big premiere. I wonder what's playing.
God chose me for this time and this place. All I did was trust Him that He'd do what He said.
From the studios of Big Idea, it's Gideon, Tuba Warrior, a VeggieTales adventure based on a legendary biblical story. When God picks a tuba-playing cucumber to lead His people into battle, you just gotta ask, are you sure?
We're outnumbered by more than 10 to 1.
Yeah, point.
But to command an army,
Join God's army! Get a free flashlight!
Gideon's gonna have to believe.
What kind of a sign do you need before you'll trust God? Do you want time to go backwards? Mountains to fall down? Talking vegetables to tell Bible stories?
Gideon's faith in God and a rockin' marching band would save his people.
We will defeat the Midianites with our horns and flashlights.
Gideon, Tuba Warrior, in stores now on DVD.
Holy mackerel, that was cool! I didn't really know much about Gideon before this. I knew that he left Bibles in hotel rooms, but that's about it.
VeggieTales, Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun. From the studios of Big Idea, it's Gideon, Tuba Warrior, a VeggieTales adventure based on a legendary biblical story. When God picks a tuba-playing cucumber to lead His people into battle, you just gotta ask, are you sure?
We're outnumbered by more than 10 to 1.
Yeah, point.
But to command an army,
Join God's army! Get a free flashlight!
Gideon's gonna have to believe.
What kind of a sign do you need before you'll trust God? Do you want time to go backwards? Mountains to fall down? Talking vegetables to tell Bible stories?
Gideon's faith in God and a rockin' marching band would save his people.
We will defeat the Midianites with our horns and flashlights.
Gideon, Tuba Warrior, in stores now on DVD.
I didn't really know much about Gideon before this. I knew that he left Bibles in hotel rooms, but that's about it.
From the studios of Big Idea, it's Gideon, Tuba Warrior, a VeggieTales adventure based on a legendary biblical story. When God picks a tuba-playing cucumber to lead his people into battle, you just gotta ask, are you sure?
We're outnumbered by more than 10 to 1.
Yeah, point.
But to command an army,
Join God's army. Get a free flashlight.
Gideon's gonna have to believe.
What kind of a sign do you need before you'll trust God? Do you want time to go backwards? Mountains to fall down? Talking vegetables to tell Bible stories?
Gideon's faith in God and a rockin' marching band would save his people.
We will defeat the Midianites with our horns and flashlights.
Gideon, Tuba Warrior, in stores now on DVD. From the studios of Big Idea, it's Gideon, Tuba Warrior, a VeggieTales adventure based on a legendary biblical story. When God picks a tuba-playing cucumber to lead his people into battle,
Join God's army. Get a free flashlight.
Gideon's just gonna have to believe because his faith in God and a rockin' marching band could save his people. Gideon, Tuba Warrior, marching onto DVD November 7th. VeggieTales, Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun. From the studios of Big Idea, it's Gideon, Tuba Warrior, a VeggieTales adventure based on a legendary biblical story. When God picks a tuba-playing cucumber to lead his people into battle,
Join God's army. Get a free flashlight.
Gideon's just gonna have to believe because his faith in God and a rockin' marching band could save his people. Gideon, Tuba Warrior, in stores now on DVD. VeggieTales, Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun. From the studios of Big Idea, it's Gideon, Tuba Warrior, a VeggieTales adventure based on a legendary biblical story. When God picks a tuba-playing cucumber to lead his people into battle,
Join God's army. Get a free flashlight.
Gideon's just gonna have to believe because his faith in God and a rockin' marching band could save his people. Gideon, Tuba Warrior.
Prepare to be boarded! Avast, ye regular hosts! We're pirating this broadcast!
Well, the pirates have hopped onto the countertop to take over the show because they've never had a chance to take over the show. And, you know, Jimmy and Jerry have done it and the French Peas have done it, but the pirates have never taken over the show before.
You know, bringing the pirates on and kind of setting it up to do a little pirate movie promotional. I wrote the countertop with the pirates in it and just had a lot of fun with it. And, you know, they did well on the countertop.
Hilarious stuff. I think the "Antsies in my pantsies" is one of our best lines ever.
Antsies in me pantsies!
It's just absurd.
This was an interesting silly song because it kind of came out of Tim Hodge's mouth, the concept and the idea, and he's always got a ukulele sitting around playing it.
Haven't you heard of the Turtle Tubies? Very popular show all over television.
Lance and Turtle, aloha Lance, Lance and Turtle.
Oh, wait a minute. Guys, I don't think this is right. It doesn't make any sense.
It works for us.
I say ukulele. I had never heard it said ukulele.
You know, I say ukulele because I say it wrong.
Ukulele, but I know that that's not correct.
The Hawaiian correct pronunciation is ukulele. Put a little apostrophe in front of the U for that sound. Ukulele. Ukulele. Jumping flea.
A time in my life when I had to trust God was when my daughter was in the hospital. And during that time, she got sick, twice actually. And we realized that even though we had to trust God, there was no promise that she was going to be okay. The only promise was that God would take care of us.
And Gideon says, I thought God was just going to tell me, well done. And the angel has that great line. It's my favorite line in the whole show. He said, if you want to hear God say, well done, you've got to do what he asks.
The core is finding out what it is God wants for you. If you know what he wants for you, it's a lot easier to separate what you need and what you want.
God has a plan, and we're called by him into that plan to be used. And so we just need to trust that God is in control, God knows what he's doing, and then it's our job to obey and to do what he asks us to do.
I was in marching band in high school, and it was one of the most fun experiences for me, being able to play on the field and hear all the loud brass and loud percussion. There's nothing more powerful to me than just a whole wall of people playing instruments well. My daughter is in marching band right now and is just loving it. Not only playing an instrument, but marching in, sequence together. We started with this simple concept of tubas and flashlights. They're carrying around tubas and carrying around flashlights, and I thought, okay, what's it going to sound like if a bunch of flashlights are hitting the rocks? So I kind of started with just this little cadence. And then I got this wild idea of, well, what if I use some real drummers, some real musicians from an actual drum line? And so I went again back to my daughter's school. They had just won the state marching band championships last year. They have got a fantastic drum line taught by some incredible guys that teach some of the top drum corps in the country. And I had written this bass drum part and sent it to them, and just kind of going doom, 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 boom, 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 boom. I thought it sounded kind of nice, but pretty basic. And I walk in that day, and there's 4 of them, and there's 5 big bass drums, and he's got this whole chart written out just with the most complex rhythms. When they use all these different bass drums, each is a different size, so they're all tuned differently. Each one has a specific part, and it all fits in together. And I heard all this, I was like, oh my goodness, this just sounds incredible.